Uh, Hello, Tavern. It's me, the newest bean.
It's
Uh,
hater demons, it's me, your boy.
yes. And welcome to my very first FPS on the server. I am joined today by the wonderful Mac and Staria. And and we are very excited to for whatever shenanigans shall ensue from now on.
I should open my character sheet. Hold on.
Oh, fuck.
We're so good at this.
It's
Technical
fine.
difficulties, please
No,
hold on.
there are no difficulties. There are no difficulties.
Puppet, where are you, my child?
Okay,
Oh, goodness.
here we go. I'm normal.
Okay, everyone got their stuff?
Hold on as I remember how to do how the alphabet works again. Yeah, I got my character sheet.
You know, I sometimes forget that your native alphabet isn't the Latin one. Alright, let me know when you got it.
Yep, I got it.
Okie dokie. Alright, so I suppose it all starts in a tavern, like every D&D game ever produced.
Only but this tavern is special. This tavern is full of mentally ill people.
So it's a tavern, okay. So I imagine that Rod has been kind of just waiting at the table since she kind of scheduled with Poppet.
I
She's
think
like,
this might happen like very soon after the text FPS that me and Shaw had.
you are so right.
Of like, yeah, quest achieved. Let's go search for Sobel. And then Story started hearing boss music.
Legit.
Boss music sounds like.
I guess we open up on two shorties making their way to wherever Poppet thinks Story's room is.
Oh, Poppet doesn't know. Poppet is just wandering around to see if she can find Story, because Poppet still doesn't know about the broom closet.
I love the idea of like Rod just trusts Poppet to know the way. Meanwhile, Poppet has no fucking idea where she's gone.
Absolutely none. I
They
think
have
it's
spent
just
like 30 minutes doing this.
yeah. I think it's just luck of the draw or unluck in Story's case that Story eventually just happens to be where they are, and Story, you hear jingling.
Okay, I'd like to make a stealth.
Do it.
Oh boy.
No, not shapeshifting yet. I just want to like hide a little bit first.
What happens? Oh god, this will be so stupid.
Absolutely.
Oh god. Alright.
Okay, 16.
Okay.
Okay, Rod's passive perception does not perk that, so you are invisible to her.
Meets it, beats it.
On my end or yours?
My passive perception is 16. So, who do? I think you meet it, beat it. So
Yeah.
Puppet.
Yeah, the
does
one
not yet.
contesting.
Okay. Do you think you're like we're like in a hallway or a main room of the tavern, or?
I think this might be a main room, or might it's just like.
Okay, then things are fine. You're looking for Story. Everything's great. Um, the moment you enter this main room, Story just instinctively like ducks underneath a table just because of the noise, the bell sound.
Yeah, Poppet, as if with zero thoughts inside that brain, um, inside that head of hers, just kind of walks, just kind of walks in, jingling all the while, and and she's just like, I'm trying to follow to Story, cause like
Sorry, what'd you say?
You
I'm
cut
trying.
out.
I'm trying to think if Poppet will think to call out to Story.
If not, then probably Rod will, honestly.
Because Poppet is very. Poppet is a child and will think that, oh yeah, maybe if I call my friend, maybe my friend will arrive. Poppet still has no idea that Mac is afraid of her. Not Mac, Story.
That's
But
me.
listen, man,
Yes, you.
it's the fucking Sona Tavern. It's
Yep.
bound to happen someday,
I
and
get
it will
called
happen
Story
again.
sometimes. It's funny. Um,
This is why I changed Rod's name to Rod, because I could not have it be my name.
I look at Lewis. Anyway,
Actually, you know what? I'll
yeah.
just roll a d2 to see if Poppet is
Sorry.
gonna do that.
Sorry for the noises, my laptop was being weird.
Oh, I didn't hear it, don't worry.
No worries. Okay, I forgot to assign yes or
Lazy.
no.
I
So
did
I'll
that
just
too.
say one is yes. So Poppet is just gonna jingle, jingle, jiggle. Story!
I imagine just Rod like lifting off the ground. You hear this very loud buzzing sound. It's like right above, and like you see this shadow you probably don't fucking recognize flying about, like, and like she glances back to Poppet as she goes out, and she's like, well, I guess we're doing it. And she was like, hey, Story. She has no idea who you are, but like you're the bell person.
And Story has no clue who you are, but you're associated with the puppet that's frightening her. So, by default, you're to be avoided. Um, and avoid I will, because I'm gonna do another stealth as Story just tries to like move out of the room.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Oh,
sweet.
that's a 20.
Okay. Yeah, all right, it works. Story leaves the room and just yeah, okay, nothing's wrong anymore. The problem isn't there, and you know, it's probably going to stay in there, right? I'm fine. I'm just gonna go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go grab breakfast or something. Yeah, the problem's contained.
Which is a really funny thing because remember that on their first meeting, they did
Oh
go to
yeah.
the kitchen. So Poppet is just like, ah, yes, places Story will be according to this one meeting I've had with them. And it just happens to be correct.
I forgot about that.
So I think Story, you sneakily go to the kitchen and you hear jiggling again.
Followed by the buzzing of wings.
How close are you? How close are you? Hang on. Because I feel like I can do funnier than just rolling stealth. I feel like I can get funnier than this. You know what? Why don't I use a spell slot?
Yippee!
Yes. Let's go.
I don't imagine I would need to roll for this. I'll just have you two do a perception as you walk down the hall.
Oh boy, what a moment. Oh my god, that's a nat 20.
Okay.
Okay, this actually has reasons, but I love this.
Poppet?
Staria.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
Deception. Perception?
Perception.
Alright, what's your perception, you funny child? +6.
What?
Oh boy. I am going to flavor this in just a moment.
Lamau!
Okay, do you want me to tell you what you find, or do you want to just tell me what your flavor is first?
Tell me, actually, just like, tell me what I find, and I'll describe how she finds it, I guess.
Okay. Stories on the ceiling.
Okay, so just Rod is flying about, focusing on the ground. You see her eyes flash a little slightly blue, and then like her head, it is not attached to her shoulders, and it twists around like 180 degrees to look at Story, and like she is just staring.
Meanwhile, Poppet is just waddling and just like completely unaware.
I think Rod would like slowly float down, not breaking eye contact with Story, take her by the head, and like position her head so she's also seen. So now you have two people staring at you.
And there's like a moment of like staring. It's just like, Story!
Story drops from the ceiling, turns into a rat, and runs.
Story, wait!
Rod
And
is
just tap, 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 tap. Jingle, 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 jingle.
the buzzing of wings intensifies. Like, hey, don't fucking escape. Rod does not say that, but she's just like chasing.
You're not saying anything. You're not saying a single word.
Not really.
It's worse.
Rod is not very talkative, turns out.
Poppet will do the talking for the two of them, which is really funny considering she's not very good at it.
You see, you just this fucking quiet fairy flying after you.
Yeah, there is this tiny puppet that has already proven to be terrifying, and then there's also this weird fucking fairy. Oh god.
Yes.
Okay, where's that fucking map of the tavern? Because I have an idea that requires us to be not on the first floor.
Louis, help us. Where the heck is that? I remember
I found it.
getting. Got it? Okay. Could you post it up?
Yep.
Oh, where is it pinned?
Oh, well, Discord is frozen, so sorry, can't help you anymore.
Whoop.
Never mind, I'm fixed.
Okay.
Here you go. I said here you go. I said here you go. I said here, there we go.
Yippee.
There we go. So
I think, if we're like near that staircase, so Story is going to bolt upstairs.
Rod is just like
Papa's just
following.
running after. Just.
I think like if you're up for it, Rod would just like scoop up Poppet and fly forward.
Sure, she's very holdable.
The child is scooped up. You are flying now.
Okay,
Boom.
then do you want to like? So what's your aim other than just like catching up to Story? Is there anything that you're like doing to actively catch him?
No.
Rod has not thought that far ahead.
No. Papa
Rod is just
was just
pursuing.
thinking, okay, get to friend and yeah, get the
All right,
friend
then,
and get Belle.
Puppet is just like, this person is running, they have bells, I will chase them.
Then what Story does is kind of like reverse slinky up the stairs, so it's faster. And then the second that they round the corner and you round too, they realize, oh, I can't keep fucking running it forever. They look at you, you're getting really close, and seep into the floorboards.
Ah, shit.
Ah!
Oh god, fucking, let me see what I
Story
can
melted!
do. Just like, Rod is like, honestly, I think Rod would like try to grab you, but then you just space through the floorboards and she's just like standing here on the floorboards,
I
Puppet
think
still in hand.
Puppet
Puppet is like
is
held under her armpit like a fucking suitcase.
Oh my god. I'm just imagining that if Poppet is put like down, she just like kind of goes to the spot where Story like went through the floorboard, just like patting it, just like no, Story melted. She sounds very distraught.
Oh no, baby. Rod is just like, Rod is just looking like, what the heck does she do now?
A really tiny hand comes up from the floorboards and kind of like pats around, gives a thumbs up, and it goes away.
Rod is just, actually, let me see if I can do something. What the hell can this spell do? I never had it. I don't use druidic magic.
I think Poppet just like Story, are we playing tag?
No response. She gave you a thumbs up. Let her know. She let you know that she's alright. That's it.
Oh,
Rod is just like standing over that spot, and she's just like, she's just like, okay. On one hand, she could be very stupid.
Oh god, are you going to break the floorboards?
I could.
Oh my god.
We love property damage. It's okay, it'll be the first time.
Okay, good. So you see Rod just like Rod is just like tapping under the floorboards to see if it's like hollow and like if she melted through the freaking floorboards and there has to be space underneath it, so just like she takes out the fucking axe.
I see.
Oh god. Poppet does not think to stop her.
Both hands and raised overhead, and then slams it down with all force. The wood is flying everywhere. There's freaking splinters.
Yeah.
Roll damage, I guess, on the floor to see how bad our property damages.
I guess. Give me a moment. What's the fucking it's a D10 plus 3. Okay. Not this channel. This one. D10 plus 3. That's a 7.
It dents it. Or actually,
It dents.
it
Yeah.
okay, maybe not dents, but it does send a few splinters off. But and
It's certainly loud.
You
yeah,
also get
it's
a noise from right underneath.
and I'm trying to see if that's enough for the portion of the floorboards to make the actually I'll roll a straight d20 to see how well the floorboards are doing. Yeah, okay, they're caving in, and Poppet has not fought to move, so she's also falling. It's like, so yeah, hi story, the beast is here.
Okay, I imagine there's like a little space between the floorboards and the next floor underneath. There has to be. Um, so story was just kind of like chilling in there. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, well, all right, this is over. Then the axe comes coming down, and then the oven comes down, and there's another yelp and a scatter. Do you want to follow them?
Yes, you're just like, wait!
Rod is just like, stop running. This is she says that actually. I am way more talkative than her, I have to clarify.
Oh wait, you say verbally stop running?
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Wait!
Rod like pauses and like shouts after them like, good at what?
Running.
Yeah, that's why. She's just like, she spreads her arms like, I see that. And then she continues running after.
I think Poppet is like currently in the space under the floorboard, so like Rod can track the two of them from the jingling.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if do you fit in there and like, or are you
Is
just?
it?
I don't think Poppet would fit there. She's too big for a gap in the floorboard.
Okay, yeah. Then you're just really running above them, hearing the bell and the
Yeah.
running.
The mental image of tiny story, followed by Poppet, followed by the Rod with an axe. We are achieving Tom and Jerry levels of stupid.
Oh goodness. Poppet is running as fast as her tiny little legs can take her.
Okay then. Again, like story is like actively running. Do you have an end goal? Are you like trying to grab, or are you just trying to corner?
We are
Poppet,
trying to corner.
Poppet has no plan. Poppet's only plan was, oh, find friend, ask friend for bell. Why is friend running?
This entire game is just like, why are you running? Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I think Rod is just like pursue until they stop running because she doesn't understand why they are running. Just Rod is very new to this. Oh God.
Poppet?
Yes.
Could you make me a wisdom save?
Oh
Sure.
God. What the hell?
That's +6.
Oh, alright, I don't like that.
You have very good wisdom.
Have I mentioned that Poppet is level 4? That's a 10!
That's a 10.
Okay. Alright, yeah, you get whole person for just a few seconds, long enough for Story to like find a corner, a crevice to turn into and just get out of sight. And then you're let go again.
Yeah, Poppet just kinda squeaks, I guess is the right word.
She's a squeaky toy, oh my God.
Among other things. Just like, Story, why are you running?
There's a good moment of silence and like from around that corner. I'm busy.
With
Can we
Rod
go?
is just sorry.
Just a second!
Rod is fast approaching, judging by the pump on the floorboards.
At this point, you'll need to do a perception again because they are hiding. Rod, I have no fucking clue how you could.
Let's see. That's a 19. Rod,
I
what
love
the
low rolls. Low rolls are my favorite.
I have
Rod,
no fucking clue how Rod could tell where Story is at all.
I
because-
have smiley face.
You do? You wanna describe it to me? Because the way Story is hiding is different this time.
Rod has like very good intuition, let's say.
So she just strikes blindly, is what I'm hearing.
I don't want to spoil the lore I have for her just yet in the very first game. But yeah, she's got good eyes. Anyway, Rod just
Got
rounds the
fucking
corner and
X-ray
just like,
eyes.
come again?
She got X-ray eyes.
Kind of. Rod is just like walking about until at some point she wants her eyes once again like flash this light blue and like she turns around more or less in the direction Story is.
Okay.
And like,
well then, I'll say that you can tell like the little space that Story is in.
yeah.
But if you can see, I guess if you can see through the floorboard, there's nothing really there.
She does not see through it. She's just like she gets like conscious where stuff is when she gets eyeballs.
Well then there's the vibe says Story's in that general space.
Rod just walks over, props the axe on the floor, kneels down, and she's just like looking like, what are you busy with?
What? Oh, sorry, I just processed that. Whoops. I don't think you get a response.
She takes the axe, holds it with the blade closer to her, and like hits the wall with the end of the rod. Like, hello.
I think Poppet at this point just kind of sits down. Like, just plop on the and just like, Story? Where do we get bells?
And Rod is just like, Rod holds up the end of her axe and points to it as if wordlessly to imply, yeah, I want a bell for this.
What?
Rod wants a You gave me a bell!
Rhod nods.
Do you have more bells?
Story kind of like seeps through the floorboards again, but moves upward toward Rod. And now there's just this little thing on the floor. It's a looks like a bug. And they just go, are you Rod?
There's a nod.
Okay.
Okay, I know this is a very Rod is handing me an immense desire to just poke. Like, do not just like gently poke, but I know Story will just flip.
No, it's up to you.
You finish first.
Okay. A little wing digs into an imaginary pocket, and pulls out a bell, not exactly the same kind that Poppet has, but it's a bell. And they just drop it on the floor in front of you. And then they kind of move backward a little bit.
Rod reaches for it, holds it in her hand, shakes it a little. It jingles around. She is very close, so you can see that. Yeah, this ain't exactly an organic being. Her face is basically like porcelain. So are her hands. Her wings are. One moment.
What was that last part?
I think
Oh.
Shaw had to step
I
away
see.
for a bit. Also, just imagine this is happening and Poppet, meanwhile, still in that space under the floorboards, not really knowing how to leave.
Okay, give me a bit. I need to grab the net.
Okay.
Like, I think at some point there's like, you know, the little like scratching noise cats do when they're like stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, at some point, yeah, the two of you just hear like the little like scratch, 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 Poppet like trying to get out. She doesn't know how to get out.
I mean, at this point, Story's stuck between uh going back into the space between the floorboards and being near Poppet, or now that they've realized that Rod is like also porcelain, staying up here and dealing with that.
To be fair, you do know that Poppet means no harm. Theoretically.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's an irrational fear.
Yep.
It's still a fear.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my heater off real quick because I didn't realize how warm it was. I was really cold earlier.
Fair.
Okay, I'm sorry for the hold up. I'm back.
Yippee!
Hello.
Okay, so as I was saying, Rod basically reaches out her hand and picks up the bell and jingles it around him, just like looking at it. And now Story actually gets a closer look and deduces, yeah, this ain't actually like a flesh person, I guess. Her head is very much like it's either porcelain or at least similar to it. And her hands are also her sleeves are very wide, and when she reaches out, you can see that like underneath it, it's like you know how some old dolls have like porcelain head and hands, but the rest is cloth.
Yeah.
That kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So she just like she shakes the bell around, promptly slams the gets the axe, like slams it down and starts fiddling to attach it to the end of it. She's very focused on that right now. You cannot see like any expression on that fucking mask, but
At some point, you the two of you just kind of hear, Rod, story, I'm stuck.
Oh, Rod just looks up and just like goes, oh. She walks over. What's the situation?
Poppet is underneath the floorboards and probably has lost her way from the initial break in the floorboards. So
Well,
and she can't exactly phase through the floor.
Rod just like looks at it, holds her axe up. She has the foresight to at least mention, "Don't move." And
Okay.
yeah, the axe comes down. Not above Puppet, like a little bit off, but enough to like try to dislodge one of the floorboards so it can be lifted.
Roll to attack, I guess.
Fucking roll. Plus 5. That's a 20.
Yeah, you do a pretty damn good job of it, and with no collateral damage. Congrats.
She just like pulls the fucking floorboard up and holds it up like and like looks at Puppet like waiting for her to exit.
Skitter, 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 skitter.
And then the floorboard is just slammed back down.
I think Poppet is like very full of dust right now. Like, please imagine. Okay, so this is a bit of a tangent, but back when I had a cat for like 2 weeks, um, she went under my bed, and when I pulled her out, she was full of dust, and she's like really, really small. So imagine that, but Poppet. Just
Love it.
tiny and covered in dust.
What is Story doing while this is happening, actually?
They're kind of against the wall, just like not sure what to do now. They're watching YouTube so intently.
Story, you okay?
Yes, fine, dandy. Yep.
Okay.
Rod is just like behind Puppet, just like staring at Story.
God, just menacingly.
Menacing. That fucking axe is not helping. Not at all.
You didn't just ask me. You wanted. Oh,
I,
Rod is
you
just like
ran.
Rod like she nods to that. Yeah, you were running. We would have asked if you weren't running.
oh,
That kind of gesture.
I just I have these things I needed. I was just in a rush.
Okay. Poppet, as gullible as ever.
Rod is just like she's looking at she's just like, well, it didn't take him long to get up the bell, so it wasn't really that big of a problem, so why was he running? But she actually does not fucking care because she gets what she wanted. That is getting stored away for later, I guess.
Now you have your bell. There you go. Good, nice, sweet. You won. You won.
Now the jingling is doubled.
Yeah, Rod is just like shaking her axe like a freaking like what's that thing that babies shake?
The rattle?
Yeah, rattle. She's shaking it right like a rattle. You cannot tell it like her expressionless face is just like it's very hard to tell what she's actually thinking right now.
I like as if in response to Rod shaking the axe, Poppet just kind of like shakes her head a little to also do the jingling.
Sees that,
Jingle, 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 jingle.
starts banging her head too. It becomes an entire fucking dance.
Okay, yeah, no, you two are good now. You're fine. These are great. Fine.
Yeah.
Rod is just like,
Thank you for bell.
you get a nod. Like, yeah, thanks.
Okay, sweet. I
Story gets
I'm
hunted for sport.
I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna get breakfast. Why am I telling you where I'm going? Story gets slightly smaller. And just kind of like backs up.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Poppet just kind of like
Bye.
waves.
I'm still looking at you from around the corner.
Poppet, I think somehow has maintained eye contact, which is not helping her case, but you know.
Rod is just like watching this, watching Story leave, like, okay. And then she looks to Poppet and just like gives little nod, like, thank you.
Yay! Bell got!
Bell got.
And I'm trying to think what Poppet is going to do now, because Poppet basically lives in the rafters, because she doesn't know about, you know, the broom closet or anything. Just fucking creature.
Creature. So we want to add anything?
Do you want to do one more perception?
Alright, percepi.
Come again?
One more perception for me.
Okay, one moment. Rod.
Maybe this time Poppet will. Nope, never mind. Poppet will never roll high ever.
Rod is not paying attention.
Blumau.
She is too preoccupied by the jingling.
Nope. Neither of you see a single thing.
Can the audience know?
Can the audience know?
Oh, the audience can know. The audience can know. Story is back on the ceiling, and they are taking notes.
Oh, goodness.
Documenting the feral creatures.
Yep.
You can practically
you're a threat.
hear
You're a threat now.
you can practically hear the two brain cells inside Poppet's head thinking around. Just think, think, think. There is no thought inside that child's head.
Canonically, Rod's head is literally empty.
I don't know if Poppet's head is hollow. We'll see, I guess.
We'd need to crack it.
What do you mean we'll see? Fuck you mean?
Well, about that, runs off.
Crack it like an egg.
Huh, I wonder what's going on in your head. Let's find out. Anyway,
Story decides to study her like a bug.
well, yeah, that's the plan.
Well, good, because Poppet is around the size of, admittedly, a very large bug.
What bug is 30 centimeters tall? Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to know. Listen, I can handle bags. Okay, so we want to add anything, or?
Well, considering one of our FPS members is currently on the ceiling unnoticed, I think if Rod makes any move to go to somewhere else, Poppet will just do uppy hands, just
Oh my
at her.
God. Rod just stops and
hold me.
Rod just stops and looks at it and then tilts her head a little to the side, what does this gesture mean? You need to explain.
Hands remain.
Rod holds up her hands the same way.
Furious scribbling.
Communicate the "I want to be held" sentiment.
Rod just Rod will just stay in that position for a minute, then 2 minutes, bordering on 3.
I think at some point, Poppet realized, in a rare moment of brain cell activation, Poppet just kind of drops the pose, but just sort of starts climbing up Rod's pant leg.
Somewhere story shudders.
Oh my God. Rod is just looking at her what are you doing?
Slides into the front pocket, snug.
That front pocket is tiny. I don't think she'd fit.
Darn.
But I do think, okay, she could slide into between her overalls and her shirt.
Yes, okay. Tiny creature wants to be held. Well,
Rod is just watching it happen, and then she looks at the puppet and reaches out to unbuckle her overalls, takes her out and holds her in front of herself like Simba. What are you doing?
Hold!
I am holding you.
Yes.
Okay. And she just leaves. carrying her in the same position.
Good. That will suffice.
I'm observing. I'm just recording the behavior I'm seeing. That's it.
Story starts a fucking journal about these two.
I mean, yeah. They would. They are.
Hell yes.
Amazing.
One day Rod will have to read it.
Okay. I mean, I have a little notepad. I can make a real one.
Hell yes.
Anyway, do you two do anything else?
I think we are good to close, honestly.
Yeah, I think this was a short and sweet one.
Yeah.
And successful on your end.
Yeah.
No plans, just jingles.
No thoughts, just only jingling.
Okay. I have an idea for something for later, but I will have to tell you when I'm not sleepy.
Fair.
So I'll tell you when I'm not sleepy. For now though, good night, everybody.
Good
Yeah,
night.
thank you, everybody, now and in the future for listening. This was really fun and
Hope you enjoy the
stupid.
shenanigans.
Yeah. So we will see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.